SAS, of course. Looked pretty impressive on Temple, not surprising. That's their favorite map. They're probably the best Temple team in the world right now. Interesting to see, though, this matchup. I'm not entirely sure who chose this map. Players are ready. 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with this last matchup of the day. We are on Temple yet again. Allstars jumping out to a quick 2-0 lead. Early on, people pretty much just posturing, looking for weapons. Ooh, and 2 answers with enforcers by SOW to tie it right back up. We do have this belt, or excuse me, this vest spawning any second. Ooh, nice rockets from Fantasy taking him out. Demon's gonna have a little bit of extra armor there left. We do have 20 seconds until the belt, so let's move over there and see how early people want to get set up. It's kind of what we saw last match. These areas are so easy to defend and to knock people off of and keep people out of with all these choke points. You can get set up at this shield belt area extremely early and basically just hold it like it's a flag base or something. Scream's able to take that belt. 20 seconds to the amp, so we'll follow him for a minute, see if he just heads straight over to the amp area. One thing you want to keep an eye on is the jump boots as well, because they give you a huge tactical advantage. You know, anyone who's played a limb can definitely understand, ooh, how changing your positioning that quickly can be advantageous. Amp's coming out, you got Killing waiting on it. It looks like all he's got is an enforcer, so they're going to give it to Reflex with a sniper rifle. Karante just waiting for him with a little surprise. Good job by Killing, though, seeing what they were doing and just completely sneaking up around him. Reflex finally just pulling out the link gun. So a couple kills on that amp run, nothing outrageous, but enough to give them a comfortable lead now, up to 7 frags. Alright, so 100 armor is going to spawn. Let's go see who has a bead on that. Looks like Killing's going to grab it. Or, excuse me, was that Karante grabbing that? In any case, we have both power-ups spawning at the same time. Let's take a look at the amp room. This amp room, there's so many ways to get to it, and it's so exposed. It's actually pretty dangerous to jump up there early. You kind of want to hold this area and then have one person get up there. Big combo by Reflex. Gets 1 kill, knocks the other person away, allows his teammate to grab it and snipe him. So Fantasy now going to be on a run here. Ooh, close range sniper not working. Oh, the amped headshot. Completely unnecessary, but style points count. So with 15 seconds left until the belt spawns, let's get an elevated view of that room. Interesting to see nobody really setting up for it. People are just sort of rotating over as it spawns. Seth Dackham's about to be surrounded as Allstars come pouring through the middle of the map. Reflex is going to have that shield belt down. There's also 30 seconds till the amp, so they might decide to send Reflex across the map to try to pick up that amp and go on a run with belt. We've seen that be very effective with SAS playing earlier. Ten seconds till amp. Let's keep an eye on it. SOW has a couple of players around, but nobody really with weapons to contest it. Special is up top. He goes down. They're going to do exactly that. Give the amp to the guy with the belt. Reflex will be on the run now. Trying to locate targets. Ooh, big shot down below. Ooh, dangerous move, though, going down to chase to get that kill. He did have jump boots, though, and that's one of the advantages of jump boots is you can chase people down into that bottom trench area without necessarily getting stuck down in there. Ooh. Reflex with a big amp run. And not only that, but he's not taking much damage while he's doing it. And that's just as important. A lot of times you see people grab the amp and just go barreling into the other team and just kind of get melted. Reflex with a very, very efficient amp run that time. Screams did grab that 100 armor. Ooh, and we cursed him with an air rocket. Reflex on a killing, or excuse me, on a going dominating now with this killing spree. Still has shield belt armor left over. So Reflex right now getting super stacked and doing a good job too of holding the jump boots. That's going to give him tactical advantage. Also allow him to head over to the amp very quickly if he wants to. Yep, giving up the shield belt to a teammate who doesn't have armor. Smart move. Ooh, going for the kill instead of moving over to amp. Amp's going to be up. Looks like Special actually took it. So SOW stealing an amp off the stand, but looks like Demon got it up off the ground after killing him. Demon finally connects, gets a kill off of that. It's kind of interesting because this map has a lot of twists and turns. It's not a very open map. So seeing people running around with amp sniper rifle, I think you see a lot more flak and rocket amp runs than on most other maps. Put it that way. It's just so easy to break line of sight with all these pillars and alcoves and everything. Anyone who really likes flat primary, this should be a map you want to play. Ooh, Screams misses the jump to the belt. Seth Thackham is there to pick it up, however. He's looking pretty low on health, though, so he's going to need to get some health packs in him. Ooh, you can see the stinger fire coming out. 5 seconds till amp, so let's head over there. Ooh, almost walks into a combo walking into that room. Oh, there we go. So amp is up. Fantasy able to take it again. Swings right down onto it. Ooh, he goes down to some flak. Seth Thackham with a double kill there. Karate ends up getting the amp, though. But an amped sniper rifle, rather, is going to be running around. Oh, goes down to the burst fire enforcer from Fantasy. I have never been able to make effective use of that, but gets the kill there. Having some fun with the lift. And what I haven't seen, did Reflex's killing spree end, or is he still in a spree? Oh, well, he definitely isn't anymore. Nice headshot there by Seth Thackham. Man, you want to talk about Caster's Curse. That was immediate. But he wasn't on a spree anyway, so can't blame me for that one. All right, 10 seconds till the belt. Looks like no one really in position for it. Again, we were saying it looked like Allstars is basically just rotating over. Karante's got timing of it. He's just kind of hanging out on it. Nobody really contesting it, so kind of interesting there. We do have amp spawning soon. Killing's up top. Those jump boots making it very easy to control that area. And SOW actually taking control of the power-ups. So pretty smart move there by Setdak. I'm not wanting to dive into the other team with no armor and amp. All you're gonna end up doing is dying and giving it right back to them. Big combo up there on reflex from Seth. Teammate sweeps around to finish him off. We've now got 5 seconds till this belt spawns again. We'll back up a little bit. Ooh, Rocket's coming out. Karante gets that belt and gets absolutely dove on by everybody. Just erased. Go take a peek at the 100 armor. We haven't seen a whole lot of sustained fighting in the 100 armor area. Bio rifle coming in from Demon. It doesn't look like people are necessarily holding the 100 armor area consistently. It looks like they're maybe just rotating around the map, much like they have been to pick up the other power-ups. We saw an uncontested amp grab last time from SOW. Looks like Killing's in position this time, but getting double teamed off of it, so might see another amp going straight to SOW. It's up right now. Karante making some jumps, trying to get up there, trying to get the vault to work. I think you sort of have to like wall dodge off of this and vault up. It's a pretty tricky jump. Couldn't make it work. Demon trying to get it to work because we have our own little bunny track contest now. Demon wins the bunny track contest, and an amp is his prize. It's a double kill with Link there. Oh, goes down to his own rocket. Screams did in the spree though, so still counts. Got a shield belt coming up soon. Popping over to that. It's Karate trying to put some damage on Killing, but Killing's better equipped in that situation. He's going to have that shock rifle out, getting the kill, and the shield belt. 25 seconds till the amp, so be curious to see how they make their way over there. Let's follow Killing. He's got that shield belt, and ooh, nice jump up top there. There's a lot of little movement sort of quirks in this map. So as teams get more and more, ooh, nice combo there. Doesn't get the kill, but turns him away. Karante got caught typing out his screenplay. Looks like that amp did get grabbed by Seth Dackham, so SOW stealing a couple amps here towards the end of this map, but Killing right there to sweep it up. Ooh, the ambush sniper shot. Killing just flicking that one. Ends up working out for him. Definitely hurt some goo getting charged there. That was a big combo down the jump pad. So we'll take a quick look at the scoreboard. This one definitely all stars. You can see though, SOW not doing a bad job of controlling power-ups. I mean, they're pretty much split on the shield belts. And SOW picked up, you know, a few of the amps off the stand. We saw those kind of 3 in a row. Just not able to do as much with them. Reflex on an amp run here with 2 health. He's going to go down instantly. Special grabs that he goes down, so we're just We're just playing musical chairs with the amp here, y'all. And a good game's coming out. Map 1, All-Stars way. Give you a quick look at the scoreboard, but pretty much what you expect. All-Stars all doing well. SOW with lots of negative scores. Really just under control the whole way for All-Stars, and earns themselves the first point in this matchup. I do believe they're going to the East Hub, so we'll be jumping in there. So I think we're looking for GCP East, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, there it is. All right, we are jumping in and ready to go. Oh, gotcha. Apparently they chose the wrong map, so we're going to rehost it. This one. That's right, we're going Temple and then Goose, just like the last match. I seem to remember too, whenever Goose was new in 2K4, a lot of people really had a hard time wrapping their head around it. I think Lotus called it DM no strat because people just like played it fast and loose and kind of just played it like a free-for-all. I think the architecture of the map is such that it doesn't feel like there's super discrete control points. And I think that's kind of what confuses people. You kind of have to play it like you have to have routes. You can't just have areas. Looks like we're getting all teamed up now. I will say this, I'm be very curious to play this map in TDM now that there's jump boots on it. That can completely change the complexion of a fight. And even like access to the belt, because now that you can get up from multiple different places, you can't just camp like, you can't set up and just watch the same areas. People can jump up from all over the place. There's reflex. Alright, we have all 8 players in, should be getting started here momentarily. while we're at it, I don't give a shout out to s'mores cookies. My girlfriend just made some this morning. They're not so bad. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5. We are here with map 2 of this team deathmatch contest. First map and the first points of the matchup. Going to Allstars, looking really good on Temple. Now we're on Goose. We're gonna see what happens here. The first 100 armor gonna be spawning. 10 seconds here. What we've seen in previous matchups is it's not an uncommon strategy to try to hold this 100 armor area and then work from there, and then basically work out and get to the amp from the lower level here, and get to the shield belt from the top area here. That said, special grabbing that first 100 armor basically untouched. Kind of a surprise. I know sometimes early on in maps, teams are so caught up with trying to get weapons, they kind of forget about the first 100 armor spawn, but in any case, first goes to them. Shield belt now, pop in any second. Ooh, Septacum. I think maybe was trying to get up there with those jump boots. Didn't quite make it. Scream's going right onto it. Flax and Septos off of it and takes it for his own. Not unlike Temple, Goose is another one of those maps where you can certainly rely on hit scan in certain parts of it. There's a lot of areas of the map that are close quarters, a lot of rockets and flak primary come into play. Especially behind that shield belt area and that little underneath the bridge. Lots of flak coming out there, and also around this amp area. It's so tight, you can bounce flak off so many walls. You're gonna see a lot of that flying around. Ooh, and Septos with the fancy footwork and then able to get that flak primary to land. 10 seconds to the shield belt. Be curious to see if he goes out aggressively to try to find people, or if he tries to hold the belt area with it. And this is that area I was talking about. It's very tough to make it through there when there's people firing flaks. Your bat has to back up out of there. A nice jump back into the bridge. They're showing a lot of familiarity with the map there. However, Karante does come away with that shield belt. Ooh, big combo coming out from Reflex. 20 seconds to the belt and about 25 until the amp, so we're gonna see a fight likely over the amp. They're actually already fighting for position for amp. It looks like Allstars is all about that amp area. You do have the sniper and shock. You got sniper down over here and shock rifle around the corner by the amp. So not shocking that a team would want to hold that. It's a very important source of weapons. They do hold that amp as well, and Septos, so taking some damage. So he's just looking for targets now. Ooh, Septacum comes right around the corner. Finally pulls out the flak ball. Oh, and a big shot on Screams. Screams, though, answers right back. Another belt up in 15. Let's see if they put more people on it. So this time you've got about a 30-second delay between belts and amps. So Allstars may decide to push belt a little bit more, or they may just set up early for amp. It seems like they're perfectly happy to just hold that lower area. You do have Reflex and Septos pushing over there, however. Oh, they both get knocked off. Big combo there by Screams. Doesn't get the kill, but keeps them off of it. Gotta watch out, though. That goo will still float around the map looking for a target. Ooh, and Septos getting stuck at the bottom. Screams on a killing spree now on the back of that shield belt. See him very disciplined aiming. When you dive back and forth, your view gets obstructed back and forth with all those arches. Ends up eating a rocket, though. Amp is up, and we're going to see Reflex grab it. finally hits this shot, but not after the link had been fired. Reflex goes down and picks up his own amp drop. That's a rarity, especially in 4v4. Continues his run, getting a couple more kills. Nice twitch shot right there. And there's just a good example of why they give Reflex the amps and the sniper rifles. Ooh, eats a rocket, dives straight into it. So 45 seconds to the power-up spawn. A bit of downtime here. You do have 20 seconds to this 100 armor. But like what we were seeing from SAS whenever they would all back up to this room. Oh, an air rocket coming out there. From Special. And another rocket on Inceptos. So Allstars has to be a little bit careful here. They're still in the lead. They have a 20 frag lead though, which is still in control, but still a lot of time to go. They don't want to get too comfortable and end up coughing anything up. They do still have 3 people around this amp area. It looks like they're really content to mostly hold the bottom area, give everyone sniper rifles and shock rifles. Try to get all of the amps, and they're okay. It seems like taking every other shield belt or so, just kind of attacking it as they feel like it. Indeed, Inceptos was able to take that last amp. Ooh, 2 more amp sniper shots. A Reflex with amp sniper rifle is a scary thing to turn the corner into. Oh, the headshot double kill. Reflex looking for that spawn kill, not getting it, but still continuing just a reign of terror right now. He is on an absolute, well, he's on a killing spree, frankly. Another rocket coming out. He's just on point right now. Reflex not missing anything. Oh, and another headshot by Reflex. So 20 seconds until this amp. Given that last amp run, I'm gonna guess they're gonna go ahead and give it back to Reflex again. SOW not doing a great job contesting these amps. That said, they are doing a better job of holding onto the shield belts. We'll give a quick look at the scoreboard. Yeah, I see 5 shield belts going to SOW. Not a single second of amp time though. Reflex with the amp sniper rifle again, and that's gonna be a problem if you're SOW. Ooh, almost eats the goo though. Ooh, a big miss there by Reflex. Oh, cost him his spree, his amp, and his motorcycle. Not much happened on the backside of that amp run, but more kills coming out, killing an Inceptos. So Red really having trouble just getting established. And that could happen on Goose. Like I say, there's not the super obvious control points. So when it starts to get chaotic, it can be easy to feel like it can be easy to lose track of where to be, basically. It's sometimes can get lost in the map and in the flow of a match. Four Enforcer shots coming out, almost taking out Killing, down at 12 health. You have 100 armor spawning soon. That goes to Reflex. We do have Belt and Amp spawning at pretty much the same time now. SOW's contesting both power-ups now. Karante's sitting right on Amp. He might actually get this one, as Allstars allowed themselves to get a little distracted. 3 big primaries on Reflex, so Karante's got himself an Amp sniper rifle. He's going to be running around looking to get some one-shot kills just like Reflex had earlier. Ooh, gotta be careful. You can definitely take fall damage on this map. And now Reflex grabs the amp and immediately gets a kill. Ooh, rocket's coming out, but it's gonna go down on top. We do see Special grabbing that armor. I'll go on board with him for a little bit. So they try to make a push. They're actually making a push for amps. It's probably the most concerted effort they've made to grab this amp. They've largely just been conceding it. It's going to respawn right there, go right into a shock combo. It's a dangerous place to respawn, especially when the other team is lined up around that amp. Reflex looks like he's going to maybe give this one up to Ski, who has a little bit more health. No, he's going to give it back to Reflex and let him go. Doesn't have a sniper rifle this time, but he can head right over to where it spawns and maybe pick one up. There's a double kill coming out. Looks like he's happy with the shock rifle, and, you know, who wouldn't be? Reflex now extending that to a killing spree. We'll stay on board with him. We got a little bit of time until the next power-up spawn. This 100 armor is going to be spawning right now. It doesn't look like he has the timing of it, but he's going to turn around and see it. Ooh, just barely misses killing Karante off of it. The long-range look-away shock ball there. The epitome of skill, of course. Oh, nice dodge off the wall there by Karante, avoiding the air rocket. 10 seconds till both power-ups spawn. It looks like Reflex is going to hang out by the belt on a rampage now. Will he go down for amp now? Looks like SOW has one player there, waiting for that shock rifle. Ooh, that's actually a scary proposition. Having someone dive at you in that lower area with a piston is actually very difficult to avoid. You see a teammate bringing him a sniper rifle. And when you know it, he ends up going right back to the link gun. Ooh, and the goo ending that spree. Unceremonious way to end it, but it is, you know, the end of one spree is just really the beginning of another, right? This has been your UT Fortune Cookie of the day. Shield belt up. Looks like Incepto's going to get that relatively unscathed. Ooh, big air rocket on Karante. Another air rocket, this time on Screams. Leaving that 100 armor for Reflex. It's a smart move right there. He already had max armor, so no reason to take it. Alright, amp is up. We do still have killing hanging out over there. Allstars still doing putting in good work controlling this area of the map. They pretty much had amp area and shock under their control the whole time. Ooh, rockets to the face by Screams though, so Reflex has to be careful here. Oh, the flat ball and the primary follow up in a double kill with that other primary. Probably going to give him the belt, yep, just to protect him a little bit. Let him go in a little bit longer of a run these last 40 seconds. Reflex going down again. Last 100 armor spawning in, and this will be the last pickup of the map. One thing I'm surprised about, a little bit less use of the jump boots this map, or this match rather, compared to the previous match on this map. So as we wind this one down, we'll take a look at the scoreboard. Pretty much all in the favor of Allstars. Reflex dropping 7,300 damage. Pretty big number right there. So 2 points going to Allstars. And we'll be back in just a moment when we get started with our 2v2 section of this match. Not sure what hub we're going to be playing this one on, so we're going to be playing a little bit of whack-a-mole here, checking all these hubs. Okay, it looks like they're on London now for the 2v2. Alright, well, let's just jump right in then. Alright, looks like we do have the players in the server. We've got Seth Dackham and Special for SOW, Killing and Demon for Allstars. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with this 2v2 section of the last matchup of the day. Ooh, a quick kill there by Special to take the lead. Allstars look very comfortable in the TDM, or the 4v4 TDM portions rather. Taking Temple and Goose. Everybody diving into the 100 armor. Special actually comes away with it unscathed. Kind of surprising there given how many shock balls were flying around. Special right now. Looking pretty good early on. Early lead for SOW, but of course, an eternity left to play. Shield belt up any second. Oh, the flak ball kills himself. Killing was in position, decided to right click instead of left clicking. Ends up killing him and costing him a shield belt. Fight over the amp area. Demon takes out Special. That's a big kill. It's going to give him the ability to let Killing take that amp with that sniper rifle, and he has that 88 armor, so that's going to make him a really scary proposition to take on for any of the SOW members. SOW, though, doing actually a pretty decent job of avoiding the amp run. Does get a couple big shots off there, though, so a few kills off that amp run, pretty much making the difference in the game right now. Vest is going to spawn right now. There, Special grabbing that one. Still have 45 seconds now until the other major power-ups. It's always interesting to see what teams do with this downtime. Looks like Allstars opting to try to catch SOW members out one at a time. But if Killing's not careful, he could go down here. Seth's got him pinned against the wall. He backs up, takes that health. He's going to meet up with Demon and maybe make a run towards the power-ups. Got Amp spawning at the same time as Belt, so it's always interesting to see how they decide to play this. So Amp goes to Killing. Demon grabs the belt, so both power-ups going to Allstars this round. Killing, rather, with no armor. He's finally picking up a 25 right there, but looking pretty vulnerable. So if SOW can catch him around a corner with a rocket or something, he might be able to take that Amp right back. Ooh, Killing not getting much damage. Oh, there's a big damage output. Okay. Gets one kill with that amp run, but just as important to keep it out of the other team's hands. Got shield belt spawning soon. We're gonna pop over to that. Ooh, Seth gets killed off. It looks like Demon and Killing are gonna be in good position for it. Ooh, Special bullies Demon completely off it, kills him, grabs it, although Killing answers and kills him right back. Under armor gets taken by Special. SOW's been doing a pretty good job again of timing power-ups, controlling that 100 armor. They're contesting virtually everything, but right now I think the fragging power of Killing and Demon is just kind of getting the best of them. Killing with another amp run. Only has Enforcer though, so they can get a rocket into his face. They may have a chance here. Ooh, and the nice shock work there from Special. He's going to earn himself an amp run. Got about 10 seconds left, so plenty of time to try to get some damage output. The Special, no kills on that Amp run, but maybe chased him away enough to get that shield belt pretty much untouched. Kills traded in the corner over there. Ooh, a nice prediction rocket right there. 2 in a row. Taking out Killing, trying to claw their way back into this one is SOW. Another rocket by Special. Still 15 seconds till Vest and 30 seconds till the major power-up, so a lot of time for Special to find people who don't have armor. Right now he's making good use of these rockets, catching people waiting for him around corners and such. Does go down though. Ooh, and Demon with the spawn kill. Not much you can do about that. Amp's gonna be spawning in 10 seconds. Looks like we got some fighting up above it. Seth Dackham and Special going for the belt. That's gonna give Killing a free grab of the Amp. He may have been the only one with timing of it. SOW though, pretty stacked on armor, so Killing's gonna have to be careful here. He doesn't want to take too much damage up front. Ooh, there's a big sniper shot. Oh, and the headshot to knock him off of the armor. It's a smart play by Killing. Knocks him off the armor, immediately goes to grab it. Everybody point and laugh at DC right now. Black Ball's coming out. Allstars pretty much hanging on to about the same lead that they've had for a while. A couple of big amp runs have really put them in the driver's seat, but only 11 frags. It's a relatively small map, all things considered. And here we see SOW trying to get in position to keep them off this amp. And they finally get a chance to go on an amp run of their own. There's one quick kill from Special. And another kill coming up. They can find another spawner, and this is what I mean. This map, you can traverse it very quickly. It's not tiny, you know, square footage-wise, I guess, but you can get through it really fast. You can make some things happen if you can find some spawns. Oh, there's another shot coming out. More damage output. So Special with a huge amp run there. And they grab the shield belt, so a big turnaround the last couple minutes. And another one, so Special on a killing spree. SOW giving themselves a chance here, grabbing all the pickups. And Special right now is pretty much on point with his sniper rifle. Another spawn kill, pulling within 5. He can hit one more shot, he can pull within 4. Ooh, just misses it. Seth Dackham though. Smart communication right there. Let his teammate know that he had a weak player in front of him. Charged him with a link gun, secured the kill. And now down to a 4-point lead. Got 10 seconds till both power-ups spawn. These are going to be absolutely key. Down to a, well, back up to, I guess, a 4-frag lead. It looks like nobody ready for amp. Everyone's fighting over the shield belt. Special comes away with it. Only 10 health though, so it's going to be on the run. He's going to be on the run towards the amp. Unfortunately, he needs more health to really survive very long. Killing knows that. Smart move takes him down with a link gun. Now Killing's got 100 armor in amp. Try to reverse the tides here. Ooh, there's a big kill. Try to convert that into another spawn kill or maybe kill his teammate. Killing. Answering back with a killing spree of his own, largely with a sniper rifle. Him and Special just going back and forth this game. Ultimately, though, still an 8-frag lead for Allstars. We're halfway through this one. It's a big 52% sniping for Special coming out. Killing's not shooting so bad himself. I wonder what his average is. 35%. More importantly though, 9 frag lead. Amp spawning any second. Killing is waiting on. He's got a few more seconds though. SOW singling them out. Smart move by SOW. They had the timing. They knew they didn't need to dive in there yet. Ooh, and a dangerous move there. Demon diving straight at the Amp, giving them basically a free kill there. Remember, you can't really steal Amp in this game. If you grab it, they're just going to kill you and take it back anyway, so not much gain there. Seth Deckham can't make a shot connect, but basically acts as a distraction, so Special can sneak around with that link gun. Demon, the double back, takes him out, ambushes him with that sniper rifle. Got 100 armor up. Excuse me, 100 armor up. Ooh, Special gets killed right on top of it. I think Demon headshot him and the Killing took him out, so that's a tough situation there for him. Nice sequence there for Allstars. Still about 30 seconds to the power-up spawn. Oh, nice snipe through the grate. And back up to an 8 frag lead, so Allstars still, we'll say a comfortable lead. If SOW can go in an amp run though, they can make that disappear awfully fast. Demon though able to grab that shield belt. That's going to make it much easier to contest this damage amp coming out. So double damage going to be in the hands of Killing with 100 armor. And this could be the chance that Allstars need to really break this one open. There's less than 3 minutes to go. It's a 10 frag lead. Oh, there's the amped headshot right there coming out. Finds the spawner hiding. Another kill on that amp run. Back up to our, I guess this is, I think, the biggest lead of the game now. Up to 14 frag lead for Allstars. And I think that's probably going to take it a little bit out of the reach. Seth Deckham with the headshot. Shield belt did spawn. Going to Seth Deckham. So SOW continues to focus on the power-ups, doing a good job of that. Ooh, the flat ball's just bouncing around him, raining down, but nothing hitting. Seth Deckham still looking pretty good here to try to get a kill. Ooh, close range flak, dangerous spot. And the amp is actually up. Looks like they're heading over to it now, so Seth will have this one in front of Demon. Ooh, can't connect with the rocket launcher. Ends up sniping him down. And the kill on the Amper. There is a shield belt up, although with 40 seconds to go, guy's pretty much just having fun at this point. As we wind this one down, looking at that scoreboard, I mean, really the early amp runs by Allstars were important. I mean, SOW did a really good job of getting to the power-ups, controlling them. You look at the grabs there. They were definitely in this one for quite a while. And I mean, really till the end there, until it became a double-digit lead, that's really when Allstars kind of pulled away. But SOW keeping it close, a lot better organization in this 2v2 than they were showing in the 4v4. So they put forth the challenge this map. We'll see what happens next map. It is best of 3, so Allstars having a 1 map advantage. And I think we're going to be switching hubs again. So bear with us as we pop on over to the other server for map 2. I feel like Killer's been playing some Red Dead Redemption 2, but in any case, players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5. We are here with map 2 of this 2v2 matchup. You saw Allstars take map 1. Could seal the deal with another win here on Rankin. SOW could try to force a map 3. Ooh, setback. I'm sweeping in to finish things off, but having to dodge a raining hail of rockets. So early on, first 100 armor going to killing. That 100 armor on Rankin is sort of deceptively important. It spawns so often and you can get to it so quickly. If one team dominates that, they can really give themselves a big advantage. Oh, the headshot by killing. Ooh, Setdakum gets double teamed right off of that shield belt area. Demon's gonna grab that and a shock rifle and go to work. Killing with only 2 health. Smart move giving it to a teammate with a little bit more health to back it up. Ooh, Demon misses the wall dodge and eats some stinger. Teridium shard for brunch. Specials out an amp now, and this could be a problem if we can get a couple shots off here. I'm actually surprised to see him running around with this shock rifle and not the sniper rifle. We made great use of the sniper on the last map. We see the crossfire coming out there, killing finally going down. Demon going down as well, so SOW rolling right back into this one. Only down 2 now. Ooh, Special though finding himself out of position. All-Stars doing a good job of picking off individual players, forcing them into 2-on-1 situations. Very difficult to get away from 2 people on this map. Ooh, the nice kill by Special to protect that amp. So only got 55 health, but he's going to share a weapon with his teammate. Maybe try to get a couple shots off for it. I think he's going to want some health first. Oh, the nice shot on Demon. Practically protecting himself there. He picks up the 100 armor. Still needs a health pack, though. He's got one right behind him. So now he's going to be able to do some damage and try to get his team back into this one. Only down 3. Ooh, big combo from below. Demon finishing it off with a sniper rifle. So Special going down there. Had an opportunity to pull back into this one, but still a 4 frag lead for All-Stars. "10 seconds till the spell spawns," which is actually pretty early. So everyone getting over to this fight well ahead of time. I'm not sure if everyone is actually heading to the shield belt. I mean, you see it spawning right now. Ooh, headshot knocks him off it. The Seth Dacom may have a chance to steal this one, but Piston's coming out right next to him. He goes down to that Piston, so Demon getting revenge, splattering them all over the wall. Unfortunately, shooting 0% accuracy with the Piston, so doesn't count. Ooh, the revenge kill there with the Enforcer. We've got Amp coming up. Killing's able to secure it. That's a big one. With a 7 frag lead now, if they can extend this, they can kind of front run a little bit. Might be able to ride that all the way to the end of the clock. Oh, and the Amp's headshot. Another belt going to Killing. So All-Star is actually doing a much better job of knocking SOW off of the power-ups this map. That's really giving them the ability to extend this lead. They still have 40 seconds till the power-ups come back up. Just going to be on the hunt now, trying to track down the respawns. Yeah, 15 seconds till Amp, 20 seconds till Belt. Be interested to see if they go for one and then try to carry it over to the other. It looks like Demon alone on Amp right now. He's going to get blinked down. Going to spawn any second. You see Special K in position. So Special K, though, goes down. Only had 12 health. Great awareness there by Killing to take him out. Only has 37 health as himself, however. Killing right now, trying to get a bead on where they're headed. Special's around the corner. Killing, taking shots, just not connecting. And there it is. There's the Rampage. Ooh, almost a double kill. Has to back out, though, due to low health. He's even got some Enforcer shots raining down on him. And there we go, extending this to a 15 frag lead. The last couple minutes have been huge for All-Stars in pulling this one out. And they've been all over the power-ups. Like I was saying, the first map, they were kind of hit or miss. SOW actually had a ton of pickups from all the power-ups. I think Amp Time is the only one that All-Stars won. But as we approach the halfway point, look at that, 5-to-1 shield belts, double the Amp Time. More 100 armors going to SOW, but all the other pickups in Allstars' favor, and that's really reflected in the score right now. Ooh, nice shot by Demon there, and another clean amp grab for All-Star. I think that's one thing to keep in mind is they're getting these amps and they're getting out of the area with them to where they can kind of roam around the map. It's sometimes hard to get an amp out on ranking and actually get some clean shots off without just getting plastered with rockets and combos as you leave it, or as you leave, you know, the amp area. All-Stars is doing a good job of getting in and out, and then kind of like getting into a rhythm with it. Oh, 4 shock primaries in a row. Demon just juggling them. Ooh, the sliding headshot. And just past the halfway point now. All-Stars really cracking this one wide open. 5 seconds till the amp spawns. Looks like Killing's going to be in position for that one. Demon going to go put some pressure on the shield belt. Seth Dackham's going to grab it, but he's going to be facing an amp right in his grill. Another multiple kill amp run here. Killing just picking on the spawners. Unstoppable now for Killing. Another double kill comes out from that. Multi-kill coming out from that. You know, we might actually... Ooh, actually 5 seconds to the shield belt. It'd be interesting to see. Does Killing go down for it? Does he leave it for Demon? Looks like Demon's down there. Seth Deckham trying to throw goo out there, but not wanting to expose himself too much. Looks like Killing is going to grab some health and maybe flank. Do have 15 seconds till this next amp run. Ooh, big flat primary. Killing's going to have one more shot and his spree gets ended. I was wondering if we would see a godlike. Didn't want to jinx it. So as Killing spree finally goes down, 54-17 is our score, and All-Stars just absolutely rolling right now. Completely in control of this map. Looks like they're going to take this one in 2 maps. Earn themselves another point heading into the duel rounds. Shout out to Field Lattice Generators for sure. And tentacles all over the place. With Special finally getting himself an amp. We saw this early in the match. SOW was able to secure a couple amps, go in a couple runs. Oh, and then a headshot by Killing just puts him down. But SOW wasn't really able to get any amps. More than I think more than the first couple, they didn't really get their hands on anything. Take a look at the relative time with it. Yeah, only 57 seconds. It's basically 2 amp runs worth of amp compared to 159, so 3 times as much for All-Stars, on top of 3 times the number of shield belts. And with both players likely to drop 5,000 damage. Pretty good showing here for All-Stars on Rankin. Does anybody else find it odd that they chose 2341 as the year? It's like they were trying to come up with which year to determine, or they were trying to determine which year to use. They're like, all right, well, it has to start with a 2. It's like 2345, I guess, was too obvious. Like that's the kind of, you know, that's the combination an idiot uses on his luggage. But 2341, no one will ever see that coming. Ooh, Demon almost with the long range combo. Doesn't quite connect. Last set of power-ups there for Demon. Ooh, on a rampage of his own. Oh, 3 kills in a row right there. Maybe going to be able to go dominating the match. I don't think he's got enough time to go unstoppable, but he might have time to go dominate. He can get 1 more kill here. Or maybe 2 more kills. I lost track. Oh, he goes down. We're going to wrap this one up. All-Stars taking the 2v2 as well. We're going to back out. And I'll be back in just a moment while we let them set up the duel matches coming up. It looks like we've got Reflex versus AGV and then Fantasy versus Scream, so stick around and we'll have that in just a few minutes. All right, I've got my s'mores cookie. I'm ready to go. Let's see what hub we're gonna be playing on here. All right, we are on London, so jumping in there in just a second. Looks like we're gonna have Erase, Coma, and Solo as our maps. All right, players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's game time, baby. Connex 5. We are here with this duel map 1 of the last match of the day. Ooh, and Reflex with the early kill. We just saw Allstars looking awfully powerful. Really, taking control of Rankin. It was a fairly close first map in the 2v2. Really took over the second one and ran with it. After seeing SAS take all 5 points in their matchup today, you know a team in contention like Allstars would love to take all 5 in theirs to match that. Got an opportunity. They've already got 3. Ooh, the close range flag. Dangerous situation for Reflex. Gonna be backing away from it though. So right now, AGV just on the run. Incidentally, someone in chat, you can tell me, is his name AGV or like AGV? Just gonna make sure I get that right. Anyway, on the run right now. Reflex not really able to extend his lead, but the last couple minutes he's just been constantly chasing him around. AGV's been taking damage every direction. He's actually done a pretty good job just to stay alive and fend off Reflex, but gonna be a third kill right there, and Reflex still rolling right along, looking very much in control here. Shock balls flying back and forth. Nobody able to really connect anything though, so Reflex, oh, on the move. Nice prediction there. You saw how early he lined up that shot. He basically just waited for AGV to walk into his crosshair and then follows it up with a midair headshot. No big deal. Nice combo there by Reflex. A nice sniper shot by AGV, but just not able to get anything going. Reflex just on top of him the whole map. Got him down to 29 health, so Reflex a little bit on the run. Which will allow AGV to get that 100 armor. So AGV maybe, you know, finding his way back into this one a little bit. He's only got 51 health, but he has some armor to work with. He's got some weapons to defend himself with. He's going to get himself a shock rifle if Reflex doesn't ambush him. So that was a smart risk versus reward there. And there you have it. AGV back up to 100 over 100. Actually has a little bit of an armor advantage over Reflex temporarily. Ooh, but he gives up that 100 armor. Needed to get up there about half a second earlier and get that shock ball out there. So Reflex now back to having the armor advantage. Ooh, big flat primary comes out. Another one if he can follow it up and get the kill, and there it goes. 6-1. AGV on the board. Has himself a shield belt as well. Question is, what does he do with this? He has a little bit of control. Ooh, getting in his face again with the flat primary. It worked before. Oh, it works again, but then he kills himself with the flak ricochet off the wall. Not a bad tactic there to try to close the gap and get in his face. Try to help negate the hit scan aim of Reflex, but couldn't put it together there. Oh, and Reflex turns around and smacks him down with a rocket. More rockets coming out. Ooh, AGV stealing that 100 armor. Reflex down to 20 health. He's got to be careful here. One shot will take him out. Does AGV realize how low he's got? And the rocket finishes him off. So AGV pulling within 5 now. Oh, pulling within 4 now. Grabbing the shield belt there. He can find him off the spawn. He can put some pressure on him, but looks like Reflex grabbed himself a shock rifle immediately. So got to be a little bit careful there. The sniper shot from AGV, if he can follow it up with another one, might be in good shape here. Ooh, but Reflex just relentless with the shock primaries there. Oh, grabs the 100 and immediately gets shocked down. He does deny that to Reflex, but back up to a 5 frag lead. And everywhere he looks, weapons are just gone. Of course, Reflex scooping up as many resources as possible. Really the difference between good players and great players in Duel. Always gaining an advantage, constantly picking something up. Belt spawns in, ooh, 3 seconds. Nice snipe by Reflex. Belt spawns quickly, there it is. And this is really, I think, where Reflex has a chance to run away with this one. It's the biggest armor advantage he's had in quite a while in this game, even though he's only got 66 health. Reflex wants to chase him down. He can be hyper aggressive here. Ooh, AGV almost with the big combo. Instead, Reflex answers with a combo of his own. These players just predicting each other back and forth. The diving rocket takes him out. Looking for the spawn. Ooh, catches him out by the flak. AGV down to 7 health. Stinger alt fire. Walks right into it. 10 seconds now until the shield belt spawns. Will Reflex go for the spawn kill or just hang out by the belt? Curious to see what he does here. AGV picking up that 100 armor, so Reflex gonna try to cut him off. He did hear that belt spawn, so he'll be right on top of it. Oh, the combos come out. Both players hitting shots back and forth, but at this point, AGV can't really afford to trade. If he wants to try to come back in this one, he needs to gain an advantage, hit a couple shots. Ooh, you see him going all in on Reflex, going for that health pack. Reflex instead circled back around the other direction. Didn't work out for AGV. Had him on the ropes a little bit, but couldn't finish the kill. Oh, big rocket though. We can finish him off here. Oh, he hits the wall with it, doesn't have any finisher weapons, and now he's stuck in a tough spot. Reflex chasing him down, getting the kill, even though he was down to 21 health. So with 90 seconds to go, Reflex looks like he's got this one locked up now. Another big combo turns AGV away. And with the clock as a factor, I believe that's going to wrap it up. We'll watch the last minute of them. See if AGV has any takeaways from this map. He kept it close for a while. We'll see if he can bring anything into map 2 to try to tie it back up. One more kill for Reflex, just to make it an even 10 advantage. Good game coming out. So map 1 going to Reflex. AGV, like I said early on, had some fight in him, kept it close for a while. It'd be interesting to see if he has anything useful that he learned from there that he can bring into map 2. Seemed like getting up in Reflex's face with rockets and flak was his most successful tactic. We'll see if he's able to do that at all. Looks like we're going to go to a different hub, though, so stand by while we swap that over. All right, looks like they're going to try the other hub for a second, so one more instance popping up, and we should be getting started here in just a couple minutes. All right, server is up, so we'll see how the relative pings look on this one compared to the other hub. Looks like we're good on this hub. Players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Con X5. We're here with map 2 of this last matchup. Dual round we've already seen. Reflex tape map 1 looked pretty convincing. But AGV did have his moments. Maybe figured out 1 or 2 options that he can use to attack Reflex. See if we can implement those in this map. Ooh, just dodges that shot combo. Reflex standing in there against the flag primary. Lots of confidence in his shot primary ability there. He's gonna go for the cutoff through mid here, straight to that 50 armor. Interesting that he left one of the shock ammo there. I don't think that was intentional, but maybe using it as an audio cue. Ooh, and a rocket to the face, and Reflex now on a roll early on. So another shield belt there for Reflex. Gonna put him... Ooh. 3 more shock primaries, and right now Reflex just isn't missing anything. I mean, let's take a look at his... It's really early in the match, but I mean, still shooting pretty solid accuracy here. I feel like right now, everything Reflex does is just working. Oh, and the rising combo there. Reflex looking very, very comfortable right now. Ooh, rocket to the face. Reflex with a quick rampage. Not even halfway through this match. The follow-up spawn kill here. We'll go check out AGV's perspective to see what it looks like from his side. I imagine it's going to look like damage is flying in from every direction, though, basically. Looking for the goose shot there, doesn't pan out. Ooh, almost gets him there, but at this point, even a full flak like that, only gonna make him angry. Reflex going right back to that 100 armor, and that's the downside there. You kill him, or excuse me, you do damage, you die. And then if you lose the armor, then you're just giving that armor right back to them, and they can come right back at you like we're seeing here. Reflex not letting up the gas, off the gas at all, that is. Ooh, a nice rocket, so Reflex not able to get the kill, so AGV steals himself a shield belt, maybe with a chance to get into Reflex's face with some rockets or flak. He had luck with that in the first map, hasn't really had an opportunity to get that going this map. Reflex looking just very efficient right now. Pretty much every shot he takes, he's doing at least some damage. AGV right now with an opportunity if he can track him down. Reflex is actually pretty low on health. That was as low as we've seen him probably all game. Down to 20 health, but backed right up into those health packs. And one of the advantages he has too is whenever you have every weapon at your disposal, you can really dictate the flow of combat. If your opponent only has rockets, you can keep him at a distance and shoot sniper. If your opponent only has sniper, you can jump him in their face with rockets or flak. Like, you can really set the tone by having all of the tools at your disposal. And that's, you know, just double-edged sword against playing against someone who's running the map as well as Reflexes right now. Check it out, he's got a completely full inventory, all items, all ammo. He just has so many more options. Oh, there's the big flat primary. That's kind of what we were looking for. That's really where AGV had luck in the previous map. But Reflex's shock primary and Rockets have just been pushing him away. He's basically just been on the run the whole game. See Reflex getting right back at him with the hit scan. Oh, a nice patient shot there. Doesn't get chased away by the combo. And under 2 minutes to go, it's pretty much gonna do it. Scoreboard looking about as you would expect. Reflex just completely controlling the map. Oh, AGV gets on the board again with another flat primary. I mean, that's where he's really been able to catch Reflex, perhaps off guard a little bit, ambushing him with flat primaries. But Reflex, for his part, just not giving him any opportunity to do that. Only a couple of kills so far, both coming from that same setup. Now, and Reflex answers right back with the flat primary of his own. See, shock and sniper, so many kills for Reflex. So another point on the board for Allstars. They've got one more duel left to go. They should be getting this one set up pretty quickly. We'll keep an eye out for it and jump in there once it pops up. All right, we are jumping right back into this. Players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5 here, finishing the day off. Fantasy versus Screams, our last duel of the day. Allstars already taking 4 points in this matchup. Like to make it a 5th. Try to stay up top. Or up near the top, at least, of the league standings. Scream's doing some early damage, taking some of his own and able to get away, so Fantasy not able to chase him down. Can't kill him off the 100 armor. There was a bit of a risk there. Was really banking on hitting that shot. So Scream's now going to have the opportunity to be a little bit aggressive. Nice combo underneath there. Fantasy hitting that key shot to take him out. Now he's going to have a chance for a spawn kill. Link all up in his face, but the sniper shot falling away by Screams. Saving him, allowing him to get back to the health. And now he's going to be able to, challenge the shield belt, but he pays for it. His Fantasy makes him kiss the flak ball goodnight. Fantasy up 2-1 early on. Ooh, that flak close range. Scream's able to get the kill there. Still down to 25 health. He's got to be a little bit careful here. You see Fantasy trying to chase him down. Gonna decide to just go pick up some weapons instead. Ooh, misses the jump. Not sure if he was going for the 100 armor or if he just wanted to go grab a shock rifle. But anyway, gets the kill. Fantasy making great use of the rockets up top. Using that vantage point. Ooh, Fantasy missing. Takes a little bit more damage, but ultimately ends up getting the kill with the rockets. Up 5-2 now. Looking okay on health, but he's definitely gonna need to grab some health backs. Ooh, Screams gets clocked trying to chase after him. Both players weak now. Screams down to 1 health. Rocket to the face. Fantasy down to 35. A shot by either player will get a kill, but it looks like they're gonna back up. Heal back up and grab some armor and then reconvene. Ooh, Scream's taking Fantasy out around the corner, cutting it with that shock ball. Back and forth game now. He's pulled within 2. Does give up that shield belt, however. Excuse me, Fantasy gives up that shield belt. So not going to be able to challenge it. Does have 100 armor of his own, so he's looking all right, but doesn't want to walk into any combos like that. Oh, just misses with those rockets. Either player able to connect. Just they kind of reset themselves now, stocking back up on ammo. 100 armor is up. Fantasy's not really interested in it. Both players really just worried about positioning for this shield belt. So 5 seconds till this belt spawns. Either player really challenging that vest. Ooh, Fantasy waiting for him to jump into some rockets. Gets a little bit of damage. He's gonna give up that. Ooh, just misses with that combo, but Scream's gonna be able to beat him to that 100 armor. And Fantasy might just back up. Actually, he doesn't take the 100 armor, so 100 armor is still up. Interesting mind games being played by both sides here. Kind of dancing around that armor, not wanting to be exposed, and you see that jumping for it. Giving up 2 or 3 shots in a row. And Scream's taking out Fantasy, pulling within 1 as we pass the halfway point of this match. Ooh, Scream's one shot away from tying it up. Can't make it connect. Fantasy's gonna get away for now. Ooh, rocket to the feet, pops him up into the air. Neither player, though, able to land the killing blow there. Fantasy trying to nail him off of that lift. 2 shots of his own, though. Screams can take him out here. Oh, Fantasy ends up blowing himself up with rockets. I think he would have gone down to the combo there anyway. The Screams now ties it right back up. Ooh, big flat primary turns him away. He's gonna dive down into it anyway. Dangerous move by Screams. He had Fantasy down to 33 health, but he was so weak himself. He dives down in there, doesn't hit the shot. Trying to take him out with Enforcer now. He's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to go down by 2. Fantasy, another kill now. Going up 2 with 3.5 minutes to go. That's a huge insurance kill. Basically means he can make one mistake and still get out of it with the lead. Fantasy going all in now with the flak. Can't seem to connect. Drops the flak ball in his face, though, and takes him out. A little bit of momentum now for Fantasy. Up by 3 with under 3 minutes to go. Oh, a big combo and Screams. And with time running out, Screams may only have 1 or 2 more opportunities here. Oh, a big combo by Fantasy. Right in Scrim's face. He's daring him to chase him down. A couple shots coming out. Under 2 minutes to go. And Screams doesn't have many options here. At this point, he's pretty much going to have to just be blindly aggressive. Fantasy knows that. Doubles back on him. Takes him out. And I think that's probably going to do it. Ooh, Fantasy missing the mid-air shot primary, but doesn't really matter at this point with a minute left. This one's going to go Fantasy's way, so he's going to have a 1-map advantage as they try to close this match out. And neither player can make anything connect right now. Just trying to get the last word in this map. Screams finally hits a shot. So there you go, 10-6. Fantasy pretty much in control the entire second half of the map there. So looks like we're going to be playing deep, and we're going to be going to GCP East. So hang tight while we switch hubs. Potentially for the last map of the day, y'all. All right, here we go. Players are ready. 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5. We are here with the last duel of the day. Fantasy just took a 1-0 lead in this one, so Scrims wants to stay alive. He's going to have to take deep and push it to a map 3. If Fantasy can take this one, he will secure a 5th point for Allstars, keeping them towards the top of the leaderboards in this UTPL season. Early on, just some pot shots taken back and forth. Fantasy grabbing that first 100 armor. Everybody getting in position for this belt, though. I'll be spawning in 10 seconds. Oh, a big combo up in the air. Ooh, Scrims stands in there trying to knock him off of the belt. Dangerous move. And Fantasy hit one more shot to make him pay for it. Looks like he's going to back out. Screams down to 12 health. They meet in the middle. Oh, no finisher weapon. If Fantasy had a link gun, he might have been able to win that fight. I said they both get turned away, but Screams back up to 67 health. 100 armor does go to Fantasy again. So maintaining control in that sense. It's still 0-0. Ooh, Scrim standing in there trying to catch him, diving at him, actually just mistimed that. Might have had himself a kill, but instead Fantasy dives through, hits the shots. Up early on. Another big combo takes him out. Oh, he misses the jump and falls right by him. Could have high-fived him on the way down on that one. Notice what Fantasy did there. He grabbed the belt and then immediately jumped away from the ledge hit. That's such a dangerous spot. You can be instantly killed by a ring out. Said forces the fight down at the bottom, pulls out Flak up 2-0 early on in this one. So Screams now has fought his way back up. He's at 125/50, so in pretty decent shape to take an engagement here. Oh, but eating a combo to the back. Not able to connect with that flat ball, and now he's at a big disadvantage. Ooh, Fantasy going down, so Scream's getting in his face with Flak. Ooh, another big combo comes out. Fantasy's doing a great job of predicting how Screams is going to be trying to attack him. We've seen him getting up close and personal with that Flak. So he's just been baiting him, making him run through corridors, run through tight hallways, choke points, and just throwing combos out there. This is an opportunity for Screams now. Fantasy's on the run, only 50 health, back up to 75 though. Smart move by Fantasy going straight for the health. Screams didn't have the opportunity to cut him off, or maybe could have turned that into a kill. Ooh, Fantasy on the run now, down to 2 health. Screams finally takes him down, gets on the board. Down to 38 health himself, so he can't be super aggressive here. He has to be careful, but able to earn himself 100 armor off of that. He needs to get some health in him, though. Ooh, the peak shots coming out. Screams being very aggressive here. Kind of dangerous with that low of health, but back up to 70. And he'll be able to challenge for this next shield belt. Ooh, a big flak ball. Jumping in his face with Link. Smart move to get that guaranteed damage to take him out. See him immediately go for that shock rifle, knowing how to control the map. Gives up the shield belt, but if he can cut him off, won't really matter. Fantasy, though, with that extra shield, able to survive our kamikaze rocket straight to the chest. Going up 4-2 now. Ooh, the slow motion rockets. There's a nice play there by Screams, but Fantasy sticking with it. Following it up with another rocket and the Link gun. Pushing it up to a 3 frag lead. See what it looks like from Scream's perspective. Trying to get in on Fantasy, basically just trying to get past all the shock combos that he's running into. Instead, eats some rockets there, trying to cut him off. Fantasy still has 150 armor. So coming away from that fight without taking any damage, that's a big win for Fantasy. Not going to have to worry about retaliation attacks. Ooh, Fantasy again, living off of that armor, able to survive those rockets and take them down with Link gun. It's a smart play, knowing exactly how much damage you can take and tanking it while you guarantee the kill there with the Link gun. Ooh, almost kissed the flak ball there. Fantasy now on a killing spree with under 3 minutes to go, a 6-point lead. Scream's going to be running out of time here shortly. Ooh, Fantasy rockets himself in the face. Doing Screams a little bit of a favor there, but able to survive it and get away. There's a big combo. And we've seen this before. Screams has no real option but to be hyper aggressive. He's running out of time, so he has to chase him down. Fantasy's aware of this, and so he's just going to be throwing stuff behind him. Chasing him down, getting the kill, up by 7 now with 2.5 to go. I think that's going to do it. So what we're going to see then is Allstars taking all 5 points from this match. And I believe, I haven't looked at the standings, but I believe that'll be good enough to keep them in 2nd place for the league. And there you go, there's a concession by Screams. Give a quick look at the scoreboard. Pretty much all Fantasy that map. And there you have it, folks. UTPL Week 3. Clocking in, I don't know, a little under 10 hours. Yeah, we had a long day today. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I want to, as always, thank the players for playing, thank the admins for adminning, thank the viewers for hanging out here. We had a long day here, but everyone stuck with it. We got everything played. And so that's always a good thing. Keep an eye out for that schedule. We will have, of course, there's the Challenge League, and then obviously the Epic League coming up week 4 soon. So other than that, yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys next time.